In the bustling city of New York, life for Peter Parker was never ordinary. By day, he was a college student, balancing his studies and part-time job at the Daily Bugle. By night, he transformed into Spider-Man, the city's friendly neighborhood superhero. His powers, agility, strength, and a spider sense allowed him to fight crime and protect the innocent. One crisp autumn evening, as Peter swung through the skyscrapers, he noticed something unusual. An eerie glow emanated from a building in Midtown. Curious and cautious, Spider-Man approached the source of the light. Inside a high-tech laboratory, a group of scientists was working on a mysterious device. The air was tense. The scientists were clearly worried. Peter's spider sense tingled as he overheard their conversation. They were developing a device called the Dimensional Gateway, designed to explore parallel universes. But something was wrong. The device was unstable and could potentially tear the fabric of reality apart. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Spider-Man decided to investigate further. He crept into the lab and, unnoticed, began to examine the device. It was intricate, with various dials and glowing panels. Suddenly, the machine whirred to life, and a portal opened, sucking everything into it, including Spider-Man. Peter found himself in a strange, alternate dimension. The cityscape was familiar but distorted. The sky was a swirl of unnatural colors, and the buildings seemed to float. He quickly learned that this was a version of New York where villains had the upper hand. The Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and other adversaries ruled with an iron fist. As Spider-Man navigated this chaotic world, he encountered a version of himself, an alternate Spider-Man who had become dark and ruthless, driven by despair and anger. This alternate Spider-Man, known as Shadow Spider, believed that power was the only way to save his world from chaos. Shadow Spider saw the arrival of our Peter Parker as a threat and attacked him. A fierce battle ensued. Despite their similar abilities, the two Spider-Men clashed violently. Our Spider-Man, using his agility and wit, managed to subdue Shadow Spider. He appealed to the darker Spider-Man's remaining sense of justice, explaining that true strength comes from protecting others, not from dominating them. Meanwhile, the unstable dimensional gateway was causing reality to fracture. The scientists in the original dimension worked desperately to stabilize it, but their efforts were in vain. The gateway's collapse would trap Peter in this dystopian world forever. Peter and Shadow Spider, despite their differences, realized they had to work together to fix the situation. Combining their skills, they fought through the villainous overlords and made their way back to the laboratory. Shadow Spider reluctantly assisted in recalibrating the device, but he also chose to sacrifice himself, staying behind to stabilize his dimension and give Peter a chance to return home. As the gateway closed, Peter emerged back in his own world, shaken but relieved. The laboratory was a mess, but the scientists had managed to shut down the device before it caused any more damage. The alternate dimension had been saved, thanks to the unexpected heroism of Shadow Spider. Back in his own life, Peter felt a renewed sense of purpose. He understood that even in the darkest of times, there is hope and the possibility for redemption. Spider-Man continued his vigil over New York, ever vigilant, knowing that the web of destiny was vast and complex, but his commitment to protecting his world was unwavering. And so, as the city slept beneath the moonlight, Spider-Man swung through the night, a symbol of hope and courage in a world full of endless possibilities.